Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is me, WoWSpartan11, bringing you kind of a small little let's play. We're going to go ahead and hop into a new game and I'll explain it as we go. Basically this is unfortunately an early access game. I don't usually do or even like doing, well, any footage on these kinds of games because, well, their state is questionable and oftentimes they have bugs and whatnot that can just end a game. It's going to take a little bit of weird stuff with the whole loading. My computer ain't the best, but it's what it is. Anyway, so I'm not going to be able to do this in probably any fancy resolutions or qualities. It's just going to be your basic 720p, 30 frames per second. So that's a thing. But I don't know how long I'll have this little session be. Probably just until I die, which, to be fair, shouldn't take too long. We're gonna go Yeah, it's a bit loud. But if you haven't seen the intro, basically, some crazy tribal dude takes this kid off our hands so we can actually have a party. Anyway, we got a few things we need to do here. I'm not a veteran of this game by any means. In fact, the closest I have to even, knowing anything about this would be just all the survival shows I used to watch as a kid. Let's go ahead and grab the axe. But first order of business, we want snacks because snacks keep us alive. That's all you gotta know. We have an inventory, I'll get to that. But right now we're stranded, plane crash and all that, and there are bad things on this island. So it's sort of a survival game. It's kind of a horror game. Though there are definitely times in this game where I'm kind of like, ugh, I don't want to continue. But, you know, it's just what it is. But anyway, we're grabbing cloth and snacks. You can see at the bottom left. We can also see our stuff. I'll get into a inventory screen once we actually get to a safe enough place. I'm a little... Oh god, the village is right there, huh? I'm actually going to try something here. Now, usually you want to go away from these kinds of huts because they usually have people. However, I'm looking for a very specific thing, and I'm not going to find it. So instead of doing that, let's just try to find a coastline. We're going to be doing a lot of running, grabbing sticks, just trying to... What is that? Okay. Haven't seen that plant before. And as this game is getting updated, there are going to be features that I'm not aware of, that maybe some of you guys aren't even aware of if you know about this game. If you know about this game, you're probably going to be telling me all the things I'm doing wrong. That's fine. We learn together. And if we die in this first recording session and I can't make use of anything you guys have told me, well, that's life, isn't it? Well, except, I don't know. I don't know about your guys' lives, but I usually don't spend my life stranded. Then again, I suppose this wasn't really a choice. We're gonna follow the coastline till we can find a place, where we can actually settle down. Now, because my mic is poor quality, it's actually gonna make this a little difficult. I was trying out a recording setup where I had my good headset on, but it just doesn't work out. Oh god. We're all the way over here, huh? Alright. So, good news and bad news. I know where we are. Bad news is we're in a very bad spot. We really gotta get moving. We might not even survive. This is looking kinda questionable. When I first started this game, I was thinking about just doing a tiny little setup until... Because I wanted to do the co-op, which would have been a lot of fun. I'm not sure how good I am alone in these kinds of games, but... You know, I had fun with my journey. It's the close calls. But it's what it is. Now I'm basically trying to get through this forest. It's a very beautiful game. I'm a little saddened I can't run it on as high of settings as I would like. It still looks very beautiful. It's just, it's not the most optimized game there is. Ooh. You can see there's like a little totem. I'll show you another one. Yeah, right there. We're in a very bad spot. And I am not sure how we get away from it. Again, some of you might be screaming at me that I'm going the wrong way or I'm heading towards death, but I'm just trying to find some way to do this. Grabbing leaves, because leaves are always good. We're going to need them for a fire. Ah, jeez. This is kind of questionable. Oh man, almost regretting doing this, but you know what? We will persevere. I think... See, I don't know the map very well at all. But I think we're going to be approaching one of their camps. Now, the people who live on this island, as far as I'm aware, are all cannibals. And apparently there's multiple tribes that have their own sort of diplomatic stuff and whatnot that goes on. But if I'm where I think we are, we're going to end up crossing directly through the starving cannibals, which are scary people. Jeez. I see what looks like it might be a nice spot out there. I'm tempted to drink a soda, but don't really need it yet. Soda, as you can see at the bottom right, I got a hunger meter, which is the organ picture of the stomach. The red is the health, and the blue is your maximum stamina, and then your current stamina that you have. Yeah, you see those tents over there? Pretty sure that's the starving cannibals. Now we're going to, in theory, slice our way through the starving cannibals camp, if we can, which is, by the way, incredibly stupid. That was my inventory. Oh. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but in the distance... Oh, jeez, it's raining. I think there's somebody on the horizon there. Oh, how do I do this? Okay, no, that's a tree in the background. Now, obviously, since it's their home, chances are it's going to be inhabited. It is daytime. Cannibals are usually, as far as I'm aware, less aggressive during the day. Mind you, again, my experience with this game is very little, so if you think there's something obvious and you're like, I'm not going to say it, it's obvious. Probably say it, because I probably don't know about it. Oh, jeez. I'm walking now because... Jeez. The fucking noises in this game will get you every time, I swear. Okay, we got a dead cannibal there, but we got what we came here for. Rope. And now I know where we are. Those totems are bad news bears. We want to be out of here. Like 400 hours ago. I never want to be back there again, if I can help it. We're going to run on the beach. The beach is definitely more exposed, but I don't know. Having water to my back and actually being able to see, at least in my opinion, is more useful than being able to hide. But I don't know. It just setting up a camp in the forest just seems kind of weird to me. Jeez. And I kind of wish I had my better headset on. Sorry if it fumbles every once in a while, but the problem with my better headset is it's one of those weird ones where the end point where you'd plug into a computer, it only has one doodad instead of two. It used to connect to a different cord that had two doodads, but I guess what ended up happening is the end part broke, so now I can only either talk through it or hear through it. Because I don't have, I don't know what it's called officially. I think it's like either male to female or female to male splitter cable or something. I don't know what it is, but it's a 1 to a 2, so until I fix that, which is surprisingly harder to fix than you would think. I kind of have to use the crappy mic, which, you know, it's what it is. Hello, dude. I'm not going to take you with us. Lizard! Oh. Oh. Sorry, buddy. Alright, so what we did there, we just killed that poor innocent lizard. Because because we're horrible people. We're going to do a lot of bad things in this Let's Play, I'll have you know. A lot of bad things. Also, a little disclosure, it's kind of odd that I'd even have to make this disclosure, because our society is sort of in a weird way, but there is nudity in this game, but it's not sexual nudity, it's cultural nudity, or whatever you'd want to call it. But some people do still have problems with that, so, you know, just thought I'd throw that out there, that it's a thing. Also, we can throw tennis balls. Woo! Nice. Grabbing rocks. How many do we have? Oh, we can't carry any more rocks. Do I want to camp out here? It's a little far from the woods. That spot looks nicer. There's a outcropping, you can see it just in the distance over there. It's actually an important spot because there's a boat that's supposed to be there. I've actually never made it out there. So that'll be one of those things I want to try to do. If we don't die, and if we don't get glitched out somehow. Oh, you'll occasionally see those stutters. It's just part of what happens in this game. Oh. Okay. So I think I want... Okay, what do we need? What do we need? Boy. Do I want to go temporary shelter or a fire first? Let's get a fire pit going. Alright. How you build in this game, you collect your resources and whatnot, and you just sort of throw them down. I'm gonna grab... Do I actually have room for more sticks? I don't. So what I'm also gonna do while I'm here, so I can be, I guess, efficient in a sense. Where's my temporary shelter? This is a really shitty shelter, but it lets you save. Though I will say, we're not going to be doing any save scumming or anything of that effect. If we die, we die. That's what happens. It's really foggy. This is... It's really questionable. I know I'm running everywhere and that's bad for stamina efficiency. I'm still doing it. Oh, did not mean to do that. Stop it! Alright, grab one of you. We need a few more rocks. We need to keep our eyes open. As you can see in the bottom left, it does keep track of the current things you're building. And it'll show you if you have enough to build the current items you got queued up. So, it can be useful. There's a deer out there. I'm tempted to try to eat it, but I don't think I will be able to. But I might be able to eat this one. Food! Oh, sorry, Bambi. Alright, where you going, bastard? There we go. Oh. No. Deer. There we go. So we're not off to a too bad of a start. Once we get back to camp, set up our things, save, because this game is prone to crashing. Cool, and... I do actually like the game's aesthetic quite a bit. It's very pleasant. Now, what do we want? I am always more comfortable with a trap, though how much difference an actual deadfall trap or something else would make is debatable. What I do, however, enjoy, though it's kind of rock intensive, is getting some more like little standing fires. Though I think, let's see here. The bench is nice. I didn't realize what the bench did for the longest time. I thought it was just some useless thing. Oh, sometimes the game will do this. It'll make a bird show up on your hand. It's fine. I'm not doing a great job of explaining, but kind of want to make sure I live. I'm trying to figure out what I would usually do here. Okay. Let's think. We have a shelter. We have a thing. We want to reinforce the safety of this area. Yeah, I guess a trap wouldn't be bad. How about... Happy birthday trap is nice. A deadfall trap is simple as hell. It's gonna look a bit goofy. Especially where I'm gonna put it. I've noticed that, well, let's see, traps sort of set up in such a fashion, and also, I realize I am going to do this. I'm going to put a standing fire here. And I'm going to put a standing fire here. I like the little extra bit of light on demand when I need it. Is it smart? Probably not. I actually should start my fire. We're going to grab a little bit more sticks. If we see anybody, we're going to chug a soda and get the hell out of Dodge. However... Jeez. See, this game can kind of play tricks on you with all these little shrubs and whatnot. And I think it was by design they did it like that. But, you know. Can't have everything. Once we get a safe setup going, we're going to focus on storage, I suppose. Getting more sticks and logs, if we make it that long. I'm kinda getting a little ahead of myself. What am I doing? I didn't even chop down a tree, did I? It's 'cause I'm really hungry, that's why. Okay. Let's just start the damn fire. You get a Bic lighter that has quite the good amount of durability and surprisingly... Okay, I thought that was a run-in creature for a moment. I think we have a tree sap. We have... Okay. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Is it rope? Okay. Now this is an important thing. This axe right here is way bigger and tougher than this axe. Okay, let's eat. Nope. Not yet. Though I'll show you. Yeah! It swings slow as molasses, but it's great. This was basically the only other weapon I had in my test run game, and I liked it. Deerskin? I don't know if it does anything. It makes your hands look pretty. So that's a thing. We got a flare. Okay, just one. 8 cloth, sticks, a radio. We even have a plastic torch, which is nice. For those of you who are wondering, it's called a torch because this game, well, they call, for those of you who don't know, they call flashlights torches. I'm not going to get in a debate over which kind of English saying is the correct one or not. All you need to know is that that's what they call it, and they know what we call it. So everyone's happy. We're going to cut down a tree. This is a pretty sort of basic but important part of the game. Tree cutting. This is called the forest, and I think the goal for everyone should be to try to deforest this entire place. Because boy does the forest mess with you. You can carry 2 logs at a time. This character, I know people like to trash on video game characters for not being able to run a long time and whatnot. This character is a beast. This character is beyond human. He is like some sort of crazy monster dude who can carry 2 tree trunks and sprint like a madman. And I can't... Okay. We'll need every log we can get, trust me. Yeah, it's running at 30 frames per second. It is, like I said, it's a pretty game. My computer's not the best out there, but, you know, it's served me very well, and I'm pretty happy with my computer, all things considered. So, sorry if you guys aren't up, or if this quality isn't up to snuff with what you guys would expect. But, you know, it's kind of a thing. We also have cash. Leaves are very important for stoking fires, in fact. I'm trying to think of what I want to do here. Okay. Well, it's getting dark. I think I'll keep a campfire running still. Will I? Now, there are some things to be said about just hanging out in darkness. Though... fire usually keeps you safer. The best bet would be to have a fire going, and when things come near, try to keep hidden. Though, I really don't got much area to hide in. Those rocks might work. The lighting's... I mean, you have adjustment. As you look at the sun, your peripherals start to darken. As you look back, your peripherals start to lighten. What do you know? It's pupil dilation in a game. Every game has it. Well, a lot of games that should be good have it. Let's see here. A stick holder is great. I learned the value of that very soon because you can carry... I say only. Now, these sticks, they're pretty freaking big, and they're good sticks. Like, saying you could only carry 10 is kind of a stupid thing to say. However, in terms of gameplay, you will need more than 10 sticks. Okay. So now I kind of want to be a little quiet here, listen. Because noise can really tell you a lot about what's going on here. What the fuck? Ah! Turtles! The wildlife will trigger your traps? I think I just heard something. Is this turtle gonna trigger it as well? Oh. There's a guy back there. Found me. You can see him running back there. I know this is going to be in 720p, so I don't know how easily you guys will be able to see this. He can probably see me. I'm very silhouetted against the backdrop. Oh. See who's like leaping around like that? Those guys are fast, and they can actually deal out quite a bit of damage. Things in this game can kill you very quickly. One of the biggest challenges starting off, I would say, and guys, everything I say take with a grain of salt. I played this game once before this. Oh, oh, it's almost go time. Hold on, I'm gonna... My go-to. He's investigating the fire. I don't know if he sees me. Now, this could be bad. He could be going